Hi, this is Paul from the Tech Modeller channel, and I recently subscribed to someone's channel, Charlie McCarthy, and I commented on one of his videos, and he just recently done a how I got into modelling video, and I commented on that video on his channel, and he come back straight away with a, and if it's about 13 hours ago now, with a comment, it's my turn sort of thing. He didn't put it exactly that way, but so I looked at it and thought to myself, why not? You know, I don't do it very often in front of the camera jobs, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I've come into my spray booth area, which is a little cupboard 6 foot by 6 foot at the top of our stairs, as it were, and decided to do it in here because it's a bit close. Anyway, so how did I get into modelling? Well, basically I started when I was about 7, between 7 and 8. I think Charlie said he started about 8, and I started off, unlike most modellers over in Britain, I bought an Airfix kit, and it wasn't a Spitfire. Mine was an American Corsair from World War II, and the Japanese used to call it whispering death because they used to hear the whistling noise, and then suddenly the shells would be hitting their plane, so they called it whispering death. And I, for some reason, like the look of that plane. I like the gold-shaped wings, the way the wings gold, and basically, and it took off from aircraft carriers, was another nice thing. And I built and painted that, and all by brush, of course, in them days, and made a reasonable job, I suppose, at the time. Good, but I wasn't done into the finesse of things at the end. I just wanted to play with an aeroplane. And what it was, with me and my friend Gerald, if I remember, it was Gerald, I used to go up to his house, and we used to use his stairs for from an airport in his bedroom, and an airport downstairs at the bottom of the stairs, and we used to fight other enemies in between, as it were. And I did that for a while, and we basically done a few errors, and I did eventually get to build a Spitfire as well. Now the shop I got them on, because I think he mentioned a shop at one time, a shop I got it from, it was a shop called Abbotts Craft, long gone in Faversham now, but it was Abbotts Craft, and it used to sell prams, cots, all sorts of things, toys of all age, from ages from 0 upwards to about 12. And I used to like that shop because just inside the door was a rack of plastic model kits, and they were all the ones in the poly bags. And most people over here, and perhaps in America, will remember Airfix having kits with a poly bag underneath, when you see all the parts in the power bag, and you had a colour sheet at the top with some colour schemes on it, and the bits and the actual instructions for the kit, which were pretty basic in them days, so they weren't anything else. And as for getting rid of seams and rescribing, that was a thing and well in the future. I never even thought about it, so there you go. So, and I did that up to I was about 16, on and off, building little kits. Then I went into the army straight from school, and I went into junior infantry at a place called Shorncliffe. My army career was short-lived, really. Just over a year, I think it was, just over a year. Basically, I got bullied a lot in that, so I left the army, but it wouldn't happen now because I'm a different person. But then I was only 16, and I basically got bullied, really badly bullied on one particular occasion, which is the one that finally made me want to leave the army. I never reported the person in question, and I never told them interviews that that's the reason I wanted to leave. But I did get out because at the time they was actually taking, they had over recruited, so I suppose that's one way I got out a bit easier. But anyway, I'm glad I got out. It started me on my another career eventually. I had 2 small jobs, and then I went onto the railway, and then on the railway I worked there for over just short of 40 years, and that set me up for life, really. So. But there you go, that's life, isn't it? But anyway, back to the subject of the question about hobbies. So really then, when I come out of the army, I met my wife, present wife, and got married at 18, and I was just coming up to my 19th birthday, and started to build the odd kit then. And I built odd kit all the way through our marriage right up to this present time, basically. But the odd kit, but not really well, but I just built them and never liked doing it, but I only started taking it seriously about 20 years ago, and even then I never had the time due to work commitments to actually build. So most of my hobby was getting a few tools and bits and pieces and using them, obviously, but also storing up a big kit collection for when I retired. And guess what? When I retired 4 years ago, just under 4 years ago, I started to build in earnest. I did set myself up at this channel, but for a long time the channel was empty, no videos whatsoever. And it's a switcher that got me to do the channel. It was great, and I made a few comments on on his channel about some builds, and he said, why don't you do something? So I actually filmed and started putting things on the channel, and that's all down to switcher. I can't say it's for anyone else, it just is that. I think possibly I might not have even done a film. Anyway, so from that point of view, I've been building models continually on and off for most of my adult life as well. So, but the last 4 years I've been a bit more prolific. I'm not a fast builder, as Switcher would say. I am a bit of a slow builder, but I do allow so many hours a day to do it, and normally it's between 5 and 7 in the evening. That's a suitable time for me. And we also, one day a week, me and Switcher, we actually get on Skype and have a little natter, and normally to do with the kits we're building at the time. And at the moment we're building separately, because I'm building my Jag Panther, which is behind us. You can see it there. Been there, I don't know if you can see it probably, but I'm just bringing over, and that's the one I'm presently building at the moment. There you go. There you go. And it's all been varnished top and bottom, along with the wheels that are behind me are covered up with a bit of paper tissue, but they're all there, all painted up and varnished as well, waiting to start the weathering process, which is my next bit. I'm actually building the tracks for that particular kit anyway, so as well. Anyway, so we digest. I always drive off on a different track. Never mind. Perhaps that's because I was on a railway. That's why I went on a different track. But anyway. So what happened is that's the way it is. And so of course now I'm getting into some nice building, and this is a great hobby. And I love watching other people's videos as well. And as I said, I watch Charlie's now. I've just started watching, and I'm going back to his back catalogue, and it's like anything else. When you find someone new, you just go there, and every now and then you go back and watch a previous video, the previous one. You watch the updated ones and watch previous videos, and that's what I do, and I really enjoy it. So that is really about it, really, for me. I can't say any more about it because that's it. My main building now has been done since I retired, but I did build all the way through up to now, on and off. I've got 1 or 2 kits in my collection that go back to about 25 years ago, and I've still kept it because that was the first time I think I used an airbrush and started doing it, and I was really pleased with it. And it used to be, you know, it's just one of those things, and that's a Thunderbolt. And I may just put that model up on a twirly whirly later on at some point and just show a previous aircraft I've built, just to show that I did build one. But other than that, no, that's it then, Charlie. So over to someone else to do another one, and perhaps keep it ongoing. But anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and just to prove that I have got a car that I said, I think I told Charlie I had got one, and there she is. It's an old AMT kit. Had it for a while. The only thing I will do when I build is I'm going to get rid of all the chrome off it and go in with Alclad or one of the new Vallejo metal colours, or even the MRPPs, because I've got those as well, because you get chrome. So I might do that, but because the chrome, although it's nice, it's, you know, like with the sprues, I can't stand it when you leave a sprue and it leaves it bare, because when you go back in with a bit of chrome, it doesn't always look nice. So that's what I'm going to do. Either that, or I'll paint everything over and make it into an rusty old vehicle. But I don't particularly like doing that, but as which you would know. Anyway, so there you go. So that's to prove I've got a car to build. Right then, I think I'd better say it soon because I'm waffling again. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on my normal video update for my Jag Panther. Thank you. Bye bye.